I have a grandson that sometimes goes onto my YouTube channel and takes a look at the number of subscribers I have on my channel. And he says, Papa, you have such little number of subscribers. You need a lot more than that to make any money. And I laugh because about 5 years ago, when I was driving a concrete truck, making about $40 to $50,000 a year, never would I have thought that I'd be making a six-figure income because of YouTube and even that little amount of subscribers that I actually had on my channel. So on this video, I want to talk about how I believe YouTube's going to be the future in generating leads and promoting your business in the future, and why I see the potential in it, and why I think anybody who has any type of business should start their own YouTube channel. What's up there, guys? Izzy here once again with Get Busy LLC, helping home service business owners, contractors, and business owners understand this internet thing and getting their business found online to generate more leads for their business. Now, in this video, I want to talk about YouTube and how I think it's going to be one of the best, if not probably the best way for any business to start generating leads for the services that they provide. Now, when you start any business, no matter what the business is, the most difficult thing to do is to generate leads for your business. For those of you guys that don't know, I started off, like I said, I was driving a concrete truck and I wanted to change things up. So I went online like a lot of people do back in, what was it, 2016. I started looking up for ways to generate money online, with all kinds of different things. And that led me to a bunch of different paths and things like that. And eventually I picked up on building out rank and rent website. I took some training to learn how to do that. I started learning search engine optimization. I started learning website design. I started learning all that stuff, Google business profiles, things like that. And over time, I learned a series of skills to start going out there and offering these services to business owners. And then ever since the beginning, it's always been an uphill battle to generate leads for my personal business. And like I said, for you guys, and it doesn't matter the service you're providing, right? Whether you are a junk removal business, a roofer, a concrete contractor, asphalt paving contractor, when things are starting out, the hardest part is getting your name out there and generating leads for your business. And I want to share with you guys how I believe YouTube could be the answer to your prayers, because it's completely transformed my business. Like I said, if somebody would have told me back in 2020, when I was barely making the jump here, I was going to be able to get out of that truck, stay at home more, help my wife quit so we could spend more time with our grandson, that YouTube was going to be the main factor to change all that, I would have said no way. But it's 100% true. That's what got me out of that truck, and that's what's changed my business and got me to a six-figure income. Now I'm not going to say that I'm super successful or anything like that. I live in California. The six-figure income doesn't go very far, but it's still a hell of a lot better than I was doing driving a concrete truck and sometimes being out there, not knowing when I'm going to get home and things like that. Never did I disrespect driving a concrete truck. I still think it's an awesome job. It's an honorable job. I think it's a great job. I just wanted to do more, basically. So I want to share with you guys how I was able to generate more of my leads here for the services I provide, which is website design, SEO, and things like that, using YouTube, and how it's opened up the world for me. And it's this crazy thing to see how it completely transformed my business. So back when I first started, I started learning all these skills. I learned all this SEO stuff. I ranked and rented a few websites because I was able to learn SEO and things like that. I was able to understand the Google business profile more. I took extra courses on different places from different people showing me how to design even better websites. And I've gotten more and more practice with it. I've created my own templates, my own designs. You can check all that stuff in the description below. I have all that stuff on there. So now I was ready. I have a great service. I have a great product. I do a great job. So how do I get my name out there? So I did what all these gurus taught me when I was learning all this online stuff, which just basically to cold outreach, message people, cold calls, send messages, Facebook messages, and just constantly be consistent and send out messages after messages after messages after messages. And it was tedious. It was frustrating. It was angry. Sometimes you send 20, 30 messages and you'd get absolutely nothing. It was disheartening. It was terrible. And if I have some miracle, some people did reach back to you, then you have to get them on the phone and then you have to sell them on you. You have to sell them on the services and why they should have a website, why they should have SEO, why they should have all this stuff. It was just nothing but an uphill battle. And I sat there thinking to myself, I have a great product. I have a great service. Why can't I get more clients? Plus, I'm competing against probably 10,000 different other marketers back then. Now it's even worse. Back then it was way easier, but it was even worse. So then I decided to come up with, I learned this from one of the trainings that I got, was to send out a really, really simple message. And my message was really, really simple. And I would send it to people on Instagram, on emails, on Facebook messages, whatever, text message even. I'd find somebody that might need a website or need some SEO, and I send them this simple message. It would say, listen here, Mr. Contractor, I made you a 4 to 5 minute video showing you exactly how to get your services out in front of the people already looking for the services you provide. Do you want me to send this message here through the email, or would you like to send it out on Facebook? And that was it. I would send that over and over and over and over, depending on the contractor and the service they provide. And once in a while, people would send a response, say, yeah, screw it, send it over. I don't care. I got a few minutes. Why not? So what would I do? I'd open up, back then I had a Dell computer. I'd open up my Dell. I can't even remember was it Loom or some crap like that, some kind of recording, screencast. I think that's what it was. And I made sure I put my face on the video, and then I would record my screen. And then I would record everything and explain everything that I've known over the years, learning all this SEO stuff, website design stuff. I'd record myself and tell them how, if they did this, and that, if the website was designed this way, like this, they would generate more leads in their local market for the service they provide. And I would send that video out. It'd be like, 4 to 5 minutes long. I explained it confidently because I already knew these skills would work. And I would just send it out. And my responses were actually pretty positive. I wouldn't say everybody closed on or anything like that. Some people were like, oh, that sounds pretty interesting. I'll look into it and things like that. But one of the things I would notice, that it was a common thing that what I would get, people would send a message and say, hey, you know what? That was a great presentation. That was really cool what you did there. Or they say, oh man, that was a cool video. How'd you do that? Or man, your presentation was really, really good. We're not really interested in the service you provide, but your video was great. And I said, okay, all right, well, why don't I start a YouTube channel? And that's exactly what I did. I started making videos kind of with that same format, with my face showing the screen, explaining certain things as if I was explaining to a contractor that was looking for my services. And I started off with the junk removal because those are the people that were looking at the online stuff the most. And I did a lot of videos like that. And then I would do other things like asphalt paving, concrete, window, all kinds of home services in general. And I would start making videos explaining some of the things that I know that would help them to rank better on Google, a couple of tweaks they could do on a website to improve it, things like that. And I started going out there and explaining the stuff. And before I knew it, I was starting getting subscribers, and I started getting comments, and I started getting little thumbs up and things like that. Then all of a sudden, I was get people out of the blue that would send me an email and say, hey man, I'm really interested in a website. Can we book a call and see what you can do for me? And I said, okay, yeah, we can do that. And then boom, I explained to them the type of website they would need, some of the SEO stuff they would need, and I tell them the price, and they would say, all right, that sounds good. Let's go for it. And I'm sitting there going, what the hell? That was the easiest sale I've ever made compared to back in the day when I was cold outreaching. I get two people on the phone. We talk. We go back and forth. I'd pitch them the price. He say, think about it. I'd reach back out to him. It'd be a month process before I can close this deal or get somebody to, use my services. Now with the YouTube, some of these people just go like this, just simple like that. And why was that? Well, it's because people started to know me. People started to trust me. People started to like me on YouTube, and it was great. And it just really transformed everything. And now I never cold outreach anymore. I never do any of that stuff. I've even tried paid advertising, which worked for me too. But even then, I was a hard sell, and it was just very, very difficult to convert the sale from a paid advertisement because those people didn't know who I was. I paid to get myself in front of them, but I didn't build up that credibility. I didn't build up that trust. I didn't get that same feeling of people know who you are, that kind of thing, as compared to YouTube. So YouTube to me is the only way that I'll continue to build up my business and get more leads for my services. So if you're a home service business owner or any business, I don't care if you're doing the same stuff that I'm doing, website design, SEO, whatever the business, I don't care if I'm cleaning carpets, doing junk removal, being a concrete guy, being an asphalt paving contractor, whatever it might be. If I'm in any type of business, I'm pulling out a camera, I'm pulling out a mic, and I'm making YouTube videos. I don't care what it is. And the content that I would make would be content that's helpful to the end user of my services. For example, if I was an asphalt paving contractor, I'd probably write down some of the top 20 questions that I get for all the asphalt paving services I've done over the years. And I'd make a video answering each one of those questions. Like, what happens to the old asphalt when I go to their house and tear that shit out and take it all out? I would record a video of my crew doing that and then explain it. Even if it's like 3 or 4 or 5 minutes long, that's exactly what I would do. When people ask, well, like, how do I maintain my asphalt once it's done? I'd make a video exactly explaining that. I tell them how they need to seal coat it and all that stuff and explain it thoroughly just with me on camera showing the thing and all that stuff. The video doesn't have to be great. You don't even have to script it if you don't want to. All the videos that I've made, I've never scripted. I don't give a shit about. I don't even know anything about scripting or lighting or any of that crap. I just pulled that damn camera out and just went to town. And you can see some of my old videos. It was just a camera from the laptop, so it's all grainy and it looks like shit. I didn't even use a mic. I didn't even know about it. And as time went on, I learned more and more about YouTube. Now I still use my iPhone as a camera. Sooner or later, I'm going to get a different camera. But luckily, my wife got me this microphone, so I sound better. But it's all come with practice. So that's exactly what I would do if I was a local business owner. And a lot of the stuff too. Some of those videos, if I was an asphalt paving contractor in a particular town or a junk removal or roofing, whatever, if I made some decent videos explaining to my customers the things that they can look forward to when using my services, some of those videos are going to start to climb on the search results. And if your website's connected to it, your Google business profile is connected to it, it's going to build up even more credibility. So if I was here in town, if I wanted to look for a plumber near me, like say, you know what, somebody could install my toilet in my house, and I go on Google or whatever it might be, I see these 3 plumbers on the map listing, and I see some in organic, but then I see a video of one of the guys that's also in the map listing. And I take a look at his video, and it explains how he installs a toilet or whatever it might be. I see who he is. I see his truck and I see his company. All of a sudden now I know him on a personal level. So when I call these plumbers, who am I more likely to call? The guy I saw on camera, because it just makes me feel comfortable knowing who I'm calling is going to come over to my house to do that service. So this is why I just wanted to, like I said, make this video. Like I said, most of my ideas that come from when I'm usually taking a shower in the morning. I'm like, what am I going to talk about in my YouTube video? And this is the one that came to my mind, unscripted, completely I just pull the camera out, set that thing up, get the mic, hit record, and I just go to town and start making videos. And it's completely changed my business. In a way, it's completely changed my life. And I'm going to continue doing it. And I recommend to any business, I don't care what service you provide, that you should go out there and start making a YouTube channel and start making videos. And people will like you for who you are, no matter what it is. Certain people match with certain people. So don't worry about any criticism. Don't worry about anything. Just be yourself, and you'll attract people that you want to work with anyways. So that's it. That's all I want to rant with about today. I mean, just something that came up to my mind about using YouTube and how it changed my business. If you guys want help with any of this stuff, my SEO stuff, my website designs, my templates, all that stuff's in the description below. I came up with a little course now where you can get those templates as well. You can get all my SEO training, everything that I have accumulated over the years. All of that is in the description below. And that's all I got for you guys today. Until next time.